We've all been sold a massive, dangerous oversimplification. If you ask the average person what causes a heart attack, they will tell you it's a plumbing problem. They'll say that eating too much fat causes a clump of cholesterol to stick to the side of a pipe, eventually clogging it up until the heart stops. But human biology is not a kitchen sink, and your arteries are not copper pipes. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. Today we are exposing the real root cause of cardiovascular disease. A heart attack isn't just a clog. It is a microscopic failure of the delicate Teflon lining inside your vessels. Let's dive deep into the stiff pipe syndrome, also known as endothelial dysfunction. We're exploring why your mouthwash might be hurting your heart, how a simple root vegetable acts as cardiovascular rocket fuel, and why you hold the power to completely rebuild your arterial armor. Please like the video and leave a comment. Your engagement is a huge help to the channel. To understand how to heal your heart, we must first answer the foundational question: what exactly is the endothelium, and why is this one-cell thick lining the most important cardiovascular tissue in your body? Imagine your blood vessels as a vast, 60,000-mile highway network inside your body. The endothelium is the smooth, microscopic layer of cells that paves every single inch of that highway. If you were to take all your endothelial cells and lay them out flat, they would cover multiple tennis courts. For decades, doctors thought this was just an inert wrapper, a piece of cellophane keeping the blood inside the tube. We now know it is a highly active, dynamic endocrine organ. The endothelium is the Teflon coating of your vascular system. Its primary job is to be perfectly non-stick, preventing red blood cells, platelets, and immune cells from clumping together. More importantly, it acts as the ultimate biological border patrol, deciding what gets into your tissues and what stays in the blood. A landmark 2022 review in the European Heart Journal stated that endothelial health is the single most accurate predictor of cardiovascular longevity. When this single layer of cells is healthy, it is virtually impossible to develop a plaque. When it fails, the stiff pipe syndrome begins, and your arteries become rigid, inflamed, and vulnerable. So, if the Teflon is supposed to protect us, what destroys it? Specifically, how does chronic insulin resistance act like literal sandpaper, stripping this coating off your arteries? In our modern world, we are surrounded by ultra-processed foods that overwhelm our metabolic machinery. I want to be clear, this is about understanding how our cellular environment reacts to sustained high blood sugar. When your body becomes insulin resistant, meaning your cells no longer respond to the hormone that clears sugar from the blood, glucose levels remain chronically elevated. This excess glucose undergoes a process called glycation. It bumps into the proteins of your endothelial lining and chemically bonds to them, creating what we call advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs act like microscopic sandpaper, physically scraping and damaging the smooth Teflon coating. But it gets worse. To compensate for insulin resistance, your pancreas pumps out massive amounts of insulin. High circulating insulin acts as a growth factor, causing the smooth muscle cells underneath the endothelium to rapidly divide and stiffen. According to a comprehensive 2024 study in The Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology, this combination of sweet sandpaper on the inside and muscular stiffening on the outside destroys the vessel's elasticity. Your flexible, healthy vessels turn into brittle, stiff pipes. One of the endothelium's most critical jobs is producing a miracle molecule, nitric oxide. But why does your body's natural production of this vital gas plummet by up to 50% after age 40? Nitric oxide is a vasodilator. It is the chemical messenger that tells the smooth muscles around your arteries to relax, open up, and let blood flow freely. It keeps your blood pressure low and your tissues oxygenated. In your youth, an enzyme called endothelial nitric oxide synthase, or ENOS, effortlessly converts an amino acid called L-arginine into abundant nitric oxide. However, as we age, we experience an increase in systemic oxidative stress, essentially, biological rusting. This oxidative stress causes a phenomenon known as enos uncoupling. Instead of producing nitric oxide, the broken enzyme starts producing superoxide, a dangerous free radical that causes further inflammation. By the time you reach your 40th birthday, this enzymatic pathway is often severely compromised, operating at only half capacity. Your blood vessels lose their ability to instantly dilate when you need more blood flow, leaving your heart to pump harder against an increasingly rigid system. Because our internal factory for nitric oxide breaks down as we age, we have to rely on a backup system. But millions of people are unknowingly destroying this backup system every single morning. How do antibacterial mouthwashes actively destroy the microbiome in your mouth that is responsible for producing nitric oxide? Your body has a brilliant evolutionary workaround called the enterosalivary circuit. When you eat foods rich in nitrates, like leafy greens, the nitrates circulate back into your saliva. Here is the magic: you do not have the human enzymes required to convert these nitrates into the nitric oxide your heart desperately needs. You rely entirely on a specific colony of commensal, friendly bacteria living on the back of your tongue to do this conversion for you. When you use harsh, antibacterial mouthwashes, you are performing a carpet bombing on your oral microbiome. You wipe out the bad bacteria, but you also eradicate the good bacteria that save your heart. A shocking 2023 crossover study published in Frontiers in Cellular and Infection Microbiology found that using antibacterial mouthwash twice a day can significantly raise resting blood pressure in healthy individuals within just 1 week. By chasing perfectly sterile breath, you are literally cutting off the emergency supply line of nitric oxide to your cardiovascular system. We need to address a topic that is often shrouded in unnecessary stigma and embarrassment, but it is one of the most vital health indicators we possess. Why is erectile dysfunction often the very first warning sign that the endothelium in your heart is failing? ED is rarely just a psychological issue or a simple lack of T, it is fundamentally a vascular disease. An erection is a hydraulic event completely dependent on massive, localized vasodilation driven by nitric oxide. When the endothelium is damaged and stiff pipe syndrome sets in, the blood vessels cannot dilate properly. Here is the critical anatomy. The arteries that supply blood to the pelvis are incredibly small, roughly 1 to 2 millimeters in diameter. The coronary arteries supplying your heart are larger, about 3 to 4 millimeters, and the carotid arteries going to your brain are even larger. Because the pelvic arteries are the narrowest, they are the first to clog and the first to show the symptoms of endothelial failure. In clinical cardiology, this is known as the artery size hypothesis. A man experiencing ED isn't just dealing with a performance issue. He is experiencing the canary in the coal mine. Medical literature indicates that ED often precedes a major cardiac event by 3 to 5 years. It is an early warning siren from your body, giving you a beautiful window of time to make sustainable lifestyle changes before the damage reaches the heart. So, how do we rescue our nitric oxide levels and soften those stiff pipes? How does a simple daily shot of beetroot juice act as natural, explosive rocket fuel for your blood vessels? As we discussed, the primary enos pathway breaks down as we age. But we can utilize the backup pathway by flooding our system with dietary nitrates. Beetroot is one of the most dense, bioavailable sources of inorganic nitrate on the planet. When you consume beetroot juice, those friendly bacteria on your tongue rapidly convert the nitrates into nitrites, which are then swallowed and converted into pure nitric oxide in the acidic environment of the stomach. This process completely bypasses the broken enzymatic system. A 2025 meta-analysis in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism confirmed that acute beetroot juice supplementation significantly reduces arterial stiffness, lowers blood pressure, and dramatically improves oxygen delivery to working muscles. It works so well that elite endurance athletes use it legally to boost their stamina. By incorporating beets, arugula, and cooked spinach into your daily routine, you're providing your body with the exact raw materials it needs to re-inflate your vascular system and restore the flexibility of your arteries. It's natural, it's sustainable, and it is profoundly effective. Diet is only half the equation. We must also look at movement. Why is Zone 2 cardio the only form of exercise that effectively stretches and heals the arterial walls? When we think of cardio, we often think of breathless, high-intensity intervals. While HIIT has its place, it is not the optimal tool for healing the endothelium. Zone 2 cardio is steady-state exercise, like brisk walking, light jogging, or cycling, performed at a pace where you can comfortably hold a conversation. The magic of Zone 2 lies in fluid dynamics. When you exercise steadily for 45 minutes or more, your heart pumps a continuous, smooth volume of blood through your arteries. This creates what physicists call laminar shear stress. Imagine a gentle river flowing smoothly over a bed of river stones. This smooth, continuous friction against the endothelial cells acts as a powerful mechanical signal. It tells the cells to literally stretch, align themselves perfectly, and dramatically upregulate their production of protective anti-inflammatory molecules. Research published in Cardiovascular Research demonstrates that consistent laminar shear stress from steady-state cardio actually repairs the broken enos enzymes, restoring your body's ability to produce its own nitric oxide. You aren't just burning calories, you're physically massaging and rehabilitating the Teflon coating of your heart. Here is the doctor's verdict: stop the stiff pipes. Cardiovascular disease is deeply intimidating, and for decades we've been given the wrong metaphor. You are not a set of pipes waiting to be clogged. You are a complex, living ecosystem. The stiff pipe syndrome is not an inevitable consequence of aging. It is a biological response to the environment we create for ourselves. By understanding the delicate magic of the endothelium, protecting your oral microbiome, fueling up with dietary nitrates, and giving your vessels the gentle stretch of Zone 2 training, you're taking absolute control of your vascular destiny. You have the power to heal the Teflon. It's about making sustainable, informed choices, not perfect ones. I want to hear from you. Are you going to start adding beetroot to your routine, or maybe rethink your mouthwash? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Stay resilient, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Please share, comment, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thank you, it helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos and keep growing.